Hey there guys, it's Glen Honeyball here from Retouch.ca. Today's tutorial is about cropping hair. Now, I know that hair can be very difficult to crop, especially when you have all these loose strands along the edge. It can be very difficult to crop that out. So I actually don't go in and crop them out if I can help it, because that is very time consuming and you don't always get a great result. But this way I've developed, I find it works really well. So the first thing I'm going to do is crop her out, and I'm going to do this very quickly here, but you know, where a shirt is or skin, you can be very careful about it. But around the hair, I would just go a little bit wide on the hair, and of course when you get back to the skin again, you're going to want to do this more accurately than what I'm doing here. So now I've made a rough selection of her. I'm going to copy and paste that, and I'm going to call this girl. I'm then going to drag in my background, put that in. I'm going to close my background, and now I'm going to bring the background layer behind the girl, and we'll call that background. So there we have it. The next thing I'm going to do is duplicate this layer called girl, and I'm going to call this hair. And I'm going to bring that hair layer below the girl layer, and I'm going to turn this hair layer to multiply. Now, the original image had a little bit of dot or information in the background, and I don't want that on my hair layer. You'll see why in a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a curve. I'm going to go to my highlights, and I'm just going to drag that down until I see that background outline disappear. So there we go, it is gone, and I'm going to say OK to that. So now I have a layer that's the full opacity set to normal of the girl, and then I have a layer behind that called hair. It's been multiplied, and I've taken out the background that was in that. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use my erase brush, and I'm going to set that to a size I like to work with. And now I'm going to set my opacity to say 80 or 90%. And I'm just going to go through and I'm going to work along the edges of this. And now when you get to the skin, you're going to have to be very careful, obviously. I'm doing it again very quickly here. And I'm just going to go around the image and eliminate that information on my girl layer. That is the normal layer. And as you can see, the hair behind it just appears. Now, some of the information or the color, the background color is creeping into the hair layer, and it's causing it to go a little bluey green like the background. Now a little bit of that is fine, because typically if somebody's on a background, they're going to pick up a little bit of that background, but I find it is too much here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on my hair layer, which is the multiplied layer, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to make some adjustments to try and neutralize that hair color and make it look more like the front of the hair. So you can go in and just play around with a couple of the colors. And there we go. You know what? That's not looking too bad. Of course, you're going to want to spend some more time on that. But there you have it. It's I think this is a great way to add somebody with obviously with hair that's a lot of strands, very difficult to cut out, and it really works well most of the time. Anyway, give that a go if you haven't tried it. I appreciate you watching, and it'd be great if you could subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.